Kindly like, subscribe and comment to get daily updates. Jaya Chandrakant Kogri, Promoter Group, disposed 53.00 thousand shares of AARTI Industries worth 5.69 crore rupees via a market sale. Valiant Organics Limited, Promoter Group, disposed 60.00 thousand shares of AARTI Industries worth 6.16 crore rupees via a market sale. Matilli and Desai Family Private Trust No. 2 Trustee, Matilli Trusteeship Services Private. Promoter Group, acquired 3.19 thousand shares of APAR Industries worth 10.03 lakh rupees via market purchase. Ajay Garg, designated person, disposed 17.00 thousand shares of APL Apollo Tubes worth 3.88 crore rupees via a market sale. Dinesh Talnia, designated person, disposed 1.44 thousand shares of APL Apollo Tubes worth 32.92 lakh rupees via a market sale. Prashant Chakravarti, other, disposed 1,000 shares of Axis Bank worth 4.40 lakh rupees via a market sale. Madhur Murari Todi, Director, acquired 10.00 thousand shares of Aarnav Fashions worth 4.60 lakh rupees via market purchase. Adani Trading Services LLP, Promoter Group, pledged 75.00 lakh shares of Adani Green Energy worth 281.55 crore rupees via creation of pledged. Asian Holdings Private Limited revised. Promoter, invoke 3.75 lakh shares of Asian Hotels North, worth 2.65 crore rupees via invocation of pledged. Shiv Kumar Jatia, Promoter, invoke 1.25 lakh shares of Asian Hotels North, worth 88.25 lakh rupees via invocation of pledged. Vijay Mehta, Director, acquired 5 shares of BANSWARA SYNTEX worth 329 rupees via market purchase. Bharatiya Infotech Private, Promoter Group, acquired 10.00 thousand shares of Bhartiya International worth 17.67 lakh rupees via market purchase. BLS International Employees Welfare Trust, acquired 1.50 lakh shares of BLS International Services worth 1.83 crore rupees via market purchase. Ganesan Karupanika, Employee, disposed 15.00 thousand shares of BirlaSoft worth 26.80 lakh rupees via a market sale. The Hindustan Times, Promoter, acquired 1.40 lakh shares of CHAMBAL Fertilizers and Chemicals worth 2.13 crore rupees via market purchase. Zuari Global, Promoter, revoked 4.40 lakh shares of CHAMBAL Fertilizers and Chemicals worth 6.69 crore rupees via pledged. Released. Aniruddh Bansal, Employee, disposed 906 shares of CRISIL worth 15.93 lakh rupees via a market sale. Karthik PH, Employee, disposed 1,000 shares of CRISIL worth 17.08 lakh rupees via a market sale. Rajiv Rana, Connected Person, acquired 1.40 lakh shares of DFM Foods worth 81.48 lakh rupees via ESOP. Prataap Snacks, Promoter Group, acquired 2.00 thousand shares of Dhruv Consultancy Services worth 45.89 thousand rupees via market purchase. Manmohan Mehta, Director, disposed 43.42 thousand shares of FINEOTEX Chemical worth 14.28 lakh rupees via a market sale. Manmohan Mehta revised. Director, acquired 56.91 thousand shares of FINEOTEX Chemical worth 8.48 lakh rupees via market purchase. Vinay Vattal, designated person, disposed 3.50 thousand shares of Godrej Agrovet worth 16.94 lakh rupees via a market sale. Bhaskar Chandra Panda, designated person, disposed 5.00 thousand shares of HDFC Bank worth 53.10 lakh rupees via a market sale. Bindu Madhav P. Tikekar, designated person, disposed 5.00 thousand shares of HDFC Bank worth 53.19 lakh rupees via a market sale. Nirav Harilal Motor, designated person, disposed 1,000 shares of HDFC Bank worth 10.54 lakh rupees via a market sale. Rajesh Bhav Chavan, designated person, disposed 18.30 thousand shares of HDFC Bank worth 1.95 crore rupees via a market sale. Sinmoch Chakrabarti, designated person, disposed 10.00 thousand shares of HDFC Bank worth 1.06 crore rupees via a market sale. Sharad Vijay Goyanka, designated person, disposed 1,000 shares of HDFC Bank worth 10.43 lakh rupees via a market sale. Vijpura Pusundar, designated person, disposed 3.20 thousand shares of HDFC Bank worth 33.94 lakh rupees via a market sale. Vivek Kapoor, designated person, disposed 9.00 thousand shares of HDFC Bank worth 93.14 lakh rupees via a market sale. Prasanna Rao, designated person, disposed 7.47 thousand shares of Indian Energy Exchange worth 14.07 lakh rupees via a market sale. Kalpen Ramesh Chandra Shah, promoter, acquired 7.67 lakh shares of Ishaan Infrastructures and Shelters worth 0 rupees via transmission. JSW Steel Employees Welfare Trust ESOP Plan 2016 AC. Other, disposed 41.41 thousand shares of JSW Steel worth 1.14 crore rupees via a market sale. JSW Techno Projects Management, promoter group, revoked 36.70 lakh shares of JSW Steel worth 97.72 crore rupees via pledged released. JTPM Metal Traders Private, promoter group, acquired 10.65 lakh shares of JSW Steel worth 29.13 crore rupees via market purchase. Sayog Holdings Private, promoter group, revoked 56.80 lakh shares of JSW Steel worth 157.42 crore rupees via pledged released. Summit Securities, promoter group, acquired 31.95 thousand shares of KPIT International worth 1 crore rupees via market purchase. KPIT Technologies Employees Welfare Trust, other, disposed 1.20 thousand shares of KPIT Technologies worth 96.97 thousand rupees via market sale. Chintananand Bhai Patel, promoter's immediate relative, acquired 16.00 thousand shares of MEGHMANI Organics worth 11.71 lakh rupees via market purchase. Darshan Anand Bhai Patel, promoter's immediate relative, acquired 21.20 thousand shares of MEGHMANI Organics worth 15.51 lakh rupees via market purchase. Akila Krishna Kumar, promoter group, disposed 92.05 thousand shares of MINDTREE worth 10.78 crore rupees via a market sale. Krishna Kumar N., promoter, disposed 57.14 thousand shares of MINDTREE worth 6.69 crore rupees via a market sale. Siddharth Krishna Kumar, promoter group, disposed 8.74 thousand shares of MINDTREE worth 1.02 crore rupees via a market sale. Subrato Bagchi, promoter, disposed 2.00 thousand shares of MINDTREE worth 23.56 lakh rupees via a market sale. Anirudh Bhanuprasad Mehta, promoter and director, acquired 273 shares of MRO-TEK Realty worth 7.05 thousand rupees via market purchase. Sameer Dilip Kumar Shah revised, promoter and director, acquired 27.00 thousand shares of Medico Intercontinental worth 5.80 lakh rupees via market purchase. Rajendra Kumar Agrawal, designated person, disposed 35.32 thousand shares of music broadcast worth 6.94 lakh rupees via a market sale. A9 Homes Private Promoter Group acquired 50.00 thousand shares of NAVA Bharat Ventures worth 27.50 lakh rupees via market purchase. Saurabh Dwivedi, designated person, acquired 1.25 thousand shares of Persistent Systems worth 5.53 lakh rupees via ESOP. Saurabh Dwivedi, designated person, disposed 1.25 thousand shares of Persistent Systems worth 12.51 lakh rupees via a market sale. Advance Commotrade Private Promoter Group acquired 3.65 thousand shares of PPAP Automotive worth 7.92 lakh rupees via market purchase. Little Starter Links Private Promoter Group acquired 3.21 thousand shares of PPAP Automotive worth 6.97 lakh rupees via market purchase. Nikunj Foods Private Promoter Group acquired 2.74 thousand shares of PPAP Automotive worth 5.95 lakh rupees via market purchase. Prism Suppliers Private Promoter Group acquired 4.55 thousand shares of PPAP Automotive worth 9.87 lakh rupees via market purchase. Ratnakar Deal Trade Private Promoter Group acquired 2.73 thousand shares of PPAP Automotive worth 5.92 lakh rupees via market purchase. Smart Commotrade Private Promoter Group acquired 4.58 thousand shares of PPAP Automotive worth 9.93 lakh rupees via market purchase. Sri Lara Jewellers Private Promoter Group acquired 10.50 thousand shares of PPAP Automotive worth 22.79 lakh rupees via market purchase. Roshni Sharma, immediate relative, acquired 1.70 thousand shares of Prataap Snacks worth 9.90 lakh rupees via market purchase. Sumit Sharma, KMP, acquired 1.35 thousand shares of Prataap Snacks worth 8 lakh rupees via market purchase. Mr. Ravindra Kumar, employee, acquired 2.51 thousand shares of SBI Life Insurance Company worth 14.13 lakh rupees via ESOP. Shriram Financial Ventures Chennai PVT Promoter Group acquired 66.62 thousand shares of Shriram City Union Finance worth 5.74 crore rupees via market purchase. Sangeeta Garg revised, Director's immediate relative, acquired 30.00 thousand shares of Standard Surfactants worth 3.30 lakh rupees via market purchase. Shailesh T. Desai, Director, pledged 5.22 thousand shares of Sun Pharmaceutical Industries worth 27.50 lakh rupees by others. Shailesh T. Desai, Director, revoked 3.73 lakh shares of Sun Pharmaceutical Industries worth 19.87 crore rupees via pledged. Released. Astha Trust, Promoter, acquired 3.09 thousand shares of Starteck Finance worth 1.53 lakh rupees via market purchase. Connoisseur Management Services Private, Promoter Group, acquired 6.00 lakh shares of Titan Securities worth 21 lakh rupees by others. Minju Singla, Director, acquired 6.00 lakh shares of Titan Securities worth 21 lakh rupees by others. Raja Singla, Director's immediate relative, acquired 5.00 lakh shares of Titan Securities worth 17.50 lakh rupees by others. Shivom Singla, Director's immediate relative, acquired 5.00 lakh shares of Titan Securities worth 17.50 lakh rupees by others. Supriya Singla, Director's immediate relative, acquired 2.00 lakh shares of Titan Securities worth 7 lakh rupees by others. Tanita Leasing and Finance, Promoter Group, acquired 6.00 lakh shares of Titan Securities worth 21 lakh rupees by others. Udit Singla, Director's immediate relative, acquired 2.00 lakh shares of Titan Securities worth 7 lakh rupees by others. B.A. Ramesh, Promoter and Director, acquired 4.60 thousand shares of Thingamile Jewellery worth 15.57 lakh rupees via market purchase. Balarama Govinda Das, Promoter and Director, acquired 4.60 thousand shares of Thingamile Jewellery worth 15.56 lakh rupees via market purchase. Balusamy Silvearstjewellrypvt Ltd, Promoter Group, acquired 11.55 thousand shares of Thingamile Jewellery worth 37.89 lakh rupees via market purchase. N.B. Kumar, Promoter and Director, acquired 4.41 thousand shares of Thingamile Jewellery worth 14.91 lakh rupees via market purchase. R. Gokul, Promoter Group, acquired 7.10 thousand shares of Thingamile Jewellery worth 23.95 lakh rupees via market purchase. YDARMNINI, Promoter Group, acquired 3.00 thousand shares of Thingamile Jewellery worth 10.20 lakh rupees via market purchase. Jayalakshmi Venkataraman, Promoter, disposed 10.40 thousand shares of Ultramarine and Pigments worth 28.50 lakh rupees via a market sale. S. Narayan, Promoter Group, disposed 11.50 thousand shares of Ultramarine and Pigments worth 31.57 lakh rupees via a market sale. Srita Sundararajan, Promoter, disposed 13.73 thousand shares of Ultramarine and Pigments worth 37.67 lakh rupees via market sale. THIRUMALAI Chemicals Limited, Promoter, acquired 1.32 thousand shares of Ultramarine and Pigments worth 3.53 lakh rupees via market purchase. Pradeep Kumar Sharma, Designated Person, disposed 746 shares of Webhav Global worth 13.26 lakh rupees via a market sale. Rita Sharma, Designated Person, disposed 5.31 thousand shares of Webhav Global worth 93.81 lakh rupees via a market sale. Manish Chokhani, Director, acquired 100.00 thousand shares of Z Entertainment Enterprises worth 2 crore rupees via market purchase.